Hello, everybody.
Good morning, evening, afternoon, night. Who knows?
Who knows? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You join us today. Mal and Dal. And there he is. I see him. I see Mal.
You see me? You see me?
I see you, sir.
Yay! I'm gonna launch. Oh, splendid.
KeelBack, sir.
I am in a KeelBack. I am doing some trading.
And I am running
money.
shotgun.
Yes, and brave Commander Darius Torkalar will be escorting me on these trade routes.
Indeed I will, sir.
Elite has become a little more dangerous of late.
Yes, it has. NPCs rocking some fabulous weaponry and supercharged thrusters, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. Although less so since they stopped all that, but I swear I saw something going on in a combat zone that ended in my untimely death.
Your untimely demise, sir.
Yes.
That's rather
How are we going
unusual.
to do this? Do you want to do Wingman Nang Ning Nong, or do you want to manually join me?
I don't know what my jump range is.
Actually,
Hang on.
yeah. How far can you go?
My jump range is 14.46 light years, sir.
Well, my fully laden's 16.17, so my first drop is 13.8 light years away, so you should be able to join me quite easily.
Okay. What's the blah, la, la. I'll just do Navman Winglock. That bit might just be fucking easier, wouldn't it?
Yes, let's do that. Well, I'm preparing to high wake, so I'm ready when you are.
Okie dokie, sir. Okay, so, yes. Here we go, yes. This is, running escort duty with Mal.
It's going to be a different pace today, I think.
Yes, a little bit more leisurely.
This thing's got teeth.
Leisurely, if you're American.
I was interdicted on the way here with no cargo, and I took the guy out pretty swiftly.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to some tips I learned from a pirate in Open recently, which I'll go into later on. If I'm a bit twitchy, by the way, and flying all over the place, I have recently acquired a new flight stick. It's the Thrustmaster T16000M, of which Frontier Development, pluralize that one, and Thrustmaster will be making a custom version for the game.
I heard about that, yes.
Yes, it includes the throttle. I already have a CH Pro throttle, which I love, so I wasn't going to buy one of those. But I did get the T16000M, £41 from Amazon. Fabulous. And it's so good. So good. So accurate. Comparing to the Logitech Extreme 3D, I know I shouldn't be advertising stuff here, but you know, guys, if you want a decent flight stick, this thing is spectacular. So accurate and really nice and clicky. Anyway,
yes.
Mr. Dal, please tell us, what was your subject of discussion? And let me know when I'm clear to high wake, because I will always do this when you tell me.
You are clear to proceed, sir.
Charging.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk about things that are in the game at the moment that bug you a little bit. And then, to finish off on a nice positive note, I'd like to discuss things that we'd like to see in game. Obviously
yes.
not, I want a capital ship, and I want to be able to fly around in a Falcon. That kind of stuff is just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But realistic stuff, little things that we'd like to see added, or changed, or tweaked, or whatever. So, that is what I thought we'd discuss a little bit later. One of the first things I'd like to talk about then, on the subject of things that bug me, is I was out mining recently in my mining Python, and I'd found a wonderful little system that had been undiscovered, and I found a great big gas giant, class 1 gas giant, with a pristine metallic ring full to the brim of painite and all kinds of things. Fabulous it was. Anyway, on my way back, and this is miles out in uninhabited space, and on the way, whoa, my scanner's just got nuts finding things. Are we high waking to another system here, sir?
No, sir. We are now super cruising gently and nicely to Waldrop City.
Oh, Waldrop City. Right, I'll find that, and then yeah. So I'm on my way back, and I get interdicted or attempted to be interdicted by an elite anaconda, and I'm in a python, mining python, so minimal shields, you know, as good jump range as I can get, mining lasers and refineries and stuff. Yeah, an elite anaconda, about 300 light years out in space. 300 odd light years from the nearest inhabited system, and he just and this is an L dwarf star. It's not even a scoopable star. So I'm on my way through, and then up he pops on chat. Oh, big hole like that! I'm surprised you made it this far. Obviously, it was Sean Connery who was piloting the ship, and I'm thinking, well, that's just a bit silly. What the hell are pirates doing this far out? Just happen to be waiting for a ship to go past, a trade ship, where there's no trade routes, or I thought, this is just silly. This is not realistic at all.
No.
Kind of broke my immersion, sir.
Oh my god!
I know.
Well, we can't have that.
So I thought, well,
broken.
That's just a bit silly.
It is.
So
I mean, I remember you telling me about this at the time, and I tried to rationalize it in some way. Perhaps he was an explorer who got stuck and got very angry and just started having a pop at everybody he could see. But
why would a pirate, an elite pirate in an anaconda, be hanging around 300 light years in uninhabited space, miles away from trade routes, on the off chance that somebody would just happen to be sundering through with a hold full of stuff? But okay, fine. So that was that. But then the other thing was, and there's another thing, I was upgrading what was I upgrading? I was upgrading the cutter, that's right, and I had to get some magnetic coil emitters. So I went and got those, and I came back, and I only needed like one for the upgrade, so I got two. I thought, well, give me another shot in case it doesn't go quite so well with the old
if you need one,
RNG. Have to. So I'm on my way over to see Elvira, the Mistress of Darkness, Murtok, and I've got just these two in my hold. Every other jump, oh, big hole like that, I'm surprised you made it this far. I was like, big hole? What are you talking about? I've got 2 tons of... What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I find that rather annoying. A big hole like that. 2 tons? Are you kidding me? I didn't disengage Ning Nang Ding Dong.
Oops. So are you now about 40 miles away?
500,000 light seconds away, sir. But it's okay. My ship is rather fast. Anyway, so yeah, I find that rather annoying. I wouldn't mind them also adding a few different dialogues as well, because it's always big hole like that, surprised you made it this far, or there's 1 or 2 other ones that you use all the time. It would be nice if they could include the string field of your name or something, like, oh, hello there, Commander Malcolm Washburne, I see you're on your way to one. Just to make it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a little bugbear. It's not game breaking. It's not going to stop me playing the game. It's just a little pet peeve.
So I'm sensing that there may be an I quit thread coming from this.
Oh God, no, sir.
I
quit. That's it. I want my money back. I should be posting grievances on the forums.
Absolutely right, as you should. Yeah. Do I have one? Now, I haven't encountered that because I'm not big into wandering outside the bubble so much. You know me, I'm a bit of a... I'm the same with shopping. I know what I want to get. I'll charge towards the thing I want, buy it, and run like hell back to civilization.
And rightly so, sir.
Whereas with exploring, I'm much the same. You know, you told me some time ago, back in our previous lives, that there was a really nice nebula to look at, so I headed there with my true and tested technique of...
Jump, scoop, scan, jump, scoop,
scan, repeat, yeah. And got there only to find that you'd moved about 10,000 light years in the opposite direction. No fault of your own, sir. The draw of the black is you know, irresistible. It's unresistible, sir.
It's unresistible.
I'm enough gold here to take back the other way. So
I'm floating outside the station, sir.
I'm just going to see if there's any missions here that are going back in the opposite direction. It's highly unlikely, but worth a shot, especially if it, you know, I'm taking any mission that pays above 100,000. So, bugbears. bugbears are bugs for me.
Oh, another bug is that currently I can see you 15.2 kilometers away from the station, floating in space.
Can I have that one?
Yeah, you can have that one,
Can I
sir.
have that one? Right, yeah, that is annoying me. I play as well with a different commander. I'm very sorry to break this to you now, sir, especially as we're recording. But Commander Arcadios, who hopefully will be a guest speaker one time.
Oh yes, we played together with him once before. I did some video footage with
on
him.
The search for the
Barnacles, sir. We found those barnacles,
yeah.
didn't we?
We did, in that crater opposite the main barnacle moon.
Yes.
Are my lights on? No. Well, they will be a flashy as I go past you. But yes, this...
You've just materialised right in front of me, sir.
Yeah, you see this... yeah, that's annoying. So, that's one thing. It's a long-standing issue that I'm aware of anyway, and it still isn't fixed. I've realised that there's a list of priorities. I really do. I understand that. But I'd really like to see at least some attention. You know, and even if it came to the point where they said, guys, can you send us some net logs? Can you send us this? Can you send us that? That would be great. That would be great. They've got to be aware of the issue because I've seen it reported on the forums. Let me know when I'm clear to high wake. I've cleared Maslock now.
Yep, I'm ready, sir. I'm right behind you.
High waking now. So, there's that. The mission bugs as well. There's particular missions that are great fun where you go
right
to
up
a
your
certain
chuff, sir.
location. Oh, they are. You are. Sorry. You're right up my chuff, are you? Is that?
I am, sir.
I didn't feel a thing. So, there's some missions where you go to search zones and it narrows down and all that, and that's quite fun for me to hunt down a place to find things on a planet. And sure enough, you end up in the search area, but on occasion, the cargo that you want to pick up is underneath the surface and it's falling to probably Australia.
Yeah, seen that.
And sometimes the thing you want isn't even there. So that needs some attention. We've been negative for a bit now. I want to switch to positive. So go on, tell me and the lovely listeners and viewers, what are you looking forward to, or what do you think you'd like to see?
Well, I thought it might not be a bad idea to have an Imperial ship of medium size. You see, we have the little Imperial Courier, which is a dandy little machine with a F-16 cockpit, and it's rather good. I quite like it. It's great fun. You can throw it around. It's got reasonably good shields and stuff, and pretty good firepower. Quite manoeuvrable. Great fun. Great visibility from that F-16 cockpit. But it's a small ship. So then the other ships that you've got that are Imperial entanglement, sir, is Imperial
entanglements.
We need more of that, sir, definitely. Is the Clipper, which is large pad, and then you have obviously the Cutter as well, which is also a large pad, which leaves 0 medium pads. And also, I think it might not be a bad idea to have a Federal ship that was small. For you see, the Federal gunship and the dropship and the other one, assault ship, they're all medium, but there are no small Federal ships. And obviously I would like to see the Clipper in the game as well. I've got enough money to buy that now, I think, I hope. So I have the Clipper, is on my list, and I would like to, the Panther Clipper that is, and I would also I wouldn't mind seeing that Beluga liner, but I think that they maybe wait for the Beluga liner to coincide with passenger missions and stuff, because the poor old Orca, the Orca's been in since what, Gamma? And it's like, yes, we'll put this passenger ship in, and we've got no passengers. Awesome.
Yeah.
Poor little Orca. I feel terrible for it. If there were passenger missions, I'd perhaps get one. I'd shuttle people around to fancy little moons with nice rings and stuff and go, ooh, look out the window, and on to the right we can see stuff and things, and ooh, let's get back to the space station with some sandwiches.
I think that, yeah, I like that. You've thrown out a lovely tangent there, but appropriate at the same time, because I think Frontier, so far, when they've created something, they've made it meaningful. And passenger content, the reason I think why... Now, let's not look with rose-tinted glasses. The passenger missions...
we're there.
Yeah,
I do apologise. I thought we were going to the next...
in Elite 2 were simply, you have to have a pressurised passenger bay with available atmosphere. So you would section off a bit of your cargo bay to make it habitable by humans. But there was no real sense that there's somebody on the ship with you. It's not like you could turn around and have a chat with them, or you wouldn't hear them saying things to you as you were flying around. You just, unless I'm completely wrong and I'm remembering it wrong, but I don't remember having any meaningful conversations with any of the passengers I took around. Yes, I had
absolutely
passengers.
not.
Yes, I negotiated with them prior to it, like, oh, pay me something up front, which never happened. You could get that, but I imagine that Frontier with passenger missions are probably trying to do something a bit more interesting than that,
Yeah, I think so.
Just like you said, you take them around and you show them something awesome, and maybe they give you a bonus or something like that. If they're not going to do that, that would be one of the things I would say would be really, really cool.
I would like that. That would be awesome. I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most, besides the possibility of getting out and doing some EVA and walking around my ship, that would be very nice. But yes. I understand there's going to be quite a considerable amount of work to go into getting that up to the standard of the rest of the game. They can't just throw it out there and you're almost like a Minecraft character walking around. Like, no, it needs to be good. So I get it. They're going to take the time and get it right. Awesome. Probably that will coincide with bimbling around inside one ship. And where the hell is the...
There is talk that we'll have passengers. When is it? Not ship-launched fighters. Or is it? One of the descriptions said the words "protect your passengers," and I'm pretty sure that that's been confirmed as well, that there will be passengers to protect, and that might even be 2.2. Splendid.
That would be very, very awesome. The thing that the thing that I'm looking forward to the very most, that I remember from Frontier Elite 2, is I would like some crew on my ship. I would. Even NPC crew. I know we're getting multi-crew so that, we may be able to pilot and be on the same ship, which is very awesome. But for the times when I'm playing on my own, I wouldn't mind some NPC crew that I could form a bond with, explore the galaxy with, land on moons, race buggies with, well, maybe not race buggies with, but have an employee that I have to pay wages to, and I don't know, I don't even care if he doesn't do anything on the ship, as long as there's somebody else there that I can talk to besides you. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Was it not the case as well in Frontier that if you got a ship that required more than one crew, you couldn't actually use it until you employed an extra crew member?
I believe so, sir. Yeah, I believe that may be the case.
I can see that driving a few people nuts, but it'll probably be the standard knee-jerk before they even tried it reaction, because really, how hard is it to hire a member of crew? And they could have different stats that could add to your survivability as well in combat, or they could have different stats. Like, for example, imagine you're a trader and you pick up a Panther Clipper, for example, and you need a crew of 4 to be able to fly it in the first place. One of this crew of 4 has strong, diplomacy skills.
Yeah. And
as a result of those strong diplomacy skills, he can negotiate better contracts with you. Maybe it's not diplomacy, maybe it's something else. But he's like a specialist trader. He's an elite level trader. Let's keep it as part of the Pilots Federation rankings, okay? Yeah. So you hire someone who is an elite level trader, and all of a sudden your margins get better at each end.
That would be
because
awesome.
You have that guy, right?
Yeah.
And then you buy a battle barge of some kind, like an Anaconda, or rather, you buy an Anaconda and fit it out as a battle barge. Yeah. And you hire solely elite level crew in combat, who then improve your survivability in all combat situations. Your shields get slightly better because you've got someone there attending to them directly. A bit like, I don't know if you ever played it, what was it called? Oh, I've forgotten what it's called, but I own it. Stand by, sir. I'm going to open up my...
I think you've raised a very, very, very good point there. That would
faster
be...
than light.
Faster than light, yes. No, you do raise a very good point there, sir, and I think that would be a marvellous idea. Crew, yes, you can hire somebody, like some greenhorn if you just on you
If you just
Cobra
need to be able
Mark
to fly
II.
the ship.
Sorry, the Cobra Mark III. You've got an extra seat there. You could hire another crew. You're kind of starting out in the game. You're going to hire somebody who's maybe you want to do a bit of trading. So you hire a peddler or NPC with a low elite launching, right? So yes, with a low pilot's rank.
Yep.
And then
And
his wages went. Yeah.
God, yeah, that's so
Genius,
cool.
sir. That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Frontier, if you are listening to this, or Commander Malcolm Washburne.
Oh, sorry. Did I almost smash into you then?
No, I left my throttle forward because I was in external camera view, and I left my throttle forward. So when I took off, I lurched forward. So, oops.
Leaving the station.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, now I'm super excited about this, and they must have thought of this. You know, I'm happy to take all credit for that idea. But they must have thought of something like this. You know, the multiple elite rankings seriously lend themselves naturally to this, and there must be paper-based fields and all kinds of stuff like that are already available.
They could maybe introduce some new things like crew rankings rather than using the ones that we have, because we're the commander, right? So our rankings, I guess, are specific to us being the commander of the vessel. Perhaps NPC rankings could be slightly different. New rankings like cargo handler or a cargo specialist, an exploring specialist. He's good at map navigation, stuff like that. I don't know, but it's yes, sir. Brilliant.
Highway.
Yes, ready highway, sir. I am once again up your chuff, sir. There should be a very large fer-de-lance in your rearview mirror.
Rear view mirror. There you go. Now, I won't spend much time on that. Just, I'd like to see it. I'd like to have a rear view, even if it's just a panel that you can look at to see what's going on behind you, just because it's cool. I don't think there's necessarily a practical application for it. I'm not interested in rear-facing lasers because the whole upside-downiness used to irritate me in the original Elite.
All the controls are reversed.
I don't see a place for it in this game.
No, I don't.
That's just me.
No, I don't.
And it's just me and you. Yeah. So, what do I want to see?
Yeah, NPC crews are definitely a good one for me. I wouldn't mind seeing a few buffs, and I'm sorry, sir, but I've got to throw this out there. A few buffs for exploration. Not quite sure
God.
what.
Absolutely. Now,
soil samples.
You've done an emergency drop, sir. What happened?
It's a big purple star right in front of me, sir, and I flew straight into it.
Even made you a little warm.
Yep.
I have dropped throttle. I'm waiting for you. So, yes. Exploration, definitely. I want the orrery
map. Yes.
That hard because. They've talked about it for ages. I know they want to do it. Someone has actually produced on the internet, possibly flash-based, I'm not 100% sure, orrery view of the game.
I hate to mention that other game, but
does it rhyme with barmitizen?
It does actually, sir. Yes. I am very much looking forward to that game. I am. It's a long time in development, and it's coming. And I'd just like to say, it absolutely is not going to stop me playing Elite Dangerous. I love space games. I will be playing both games. I am not in one camp or the other. I don't give a rat's ass about this all Elite Dangerous versus the Bar Mitterson, the other game.
Well, it's a bucket of crap, frankly, isn't it? Because I have a 250 gig SSD. No, I don't. I have a 500 gig SSD. Both games will fit on that, including No Man's Sky, because I'm going to play the shit out of that too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. It's completely different, a completely different vibe, and it just looks like fun.
It does.
And I'm going to try it out. I might not like it. If I don't, so what? But if I do like it, I'll play it for a while. I'll play Elite for a while. I'll play Star Citizen for a while when it finally arrives. And I know very much tongue-in-cheek and jokey, but I mean, to be honest, I'm getting a bit annoyed because I want to play it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put down money in advance. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not interested in buying a ship or anything like that.
I purchased the exploration constellation, the constellation of Keeler. Yeah, I wanted it. I was like,
I'm not doing it.
Anyway, but
I have a completely different attitude to it. I can understand, and I hope, for everyone's sake who's committed money to it, I hope it actually does get released and you do get exactly what they promised.
Yeah, I think it will. It's just, I think it's going to be a little bit of a time, but it's coming. Anyway, we're off topic. What were we talking about? Aura review. Yes.
Yeah.
Before I went off on a tangent, I was about to say I actually do like the way that they've done their galaxy map thing with an aura review, and I would very much like to see that in Elite Dangerous. That would be a very, very cool addition to the game, rather than the kind of hierarchical map that we have at the moment, which is functional and it works and it serves its purpose, but it could be better, and I'm sure they're working on it. Oh, sir.
Oh, we're there.
I don't see you.
Oh,
instancing issues. That's another thing I'd like to get.
Oh, that needs fixing so much.
Sorry, Memphis, shut up. Sorry, everybody, that was
Oh,
cat.
no, the
Are we
ship's
going
cat.
to Web Refinery? Or what is
no,
it?
we're going to Wall Drop City.
Wall Drop.
Sorry, sir, but Ship's Cat has all permission to speak at any time.
He's the first officer Memphis.
You're right.
He's sat on the bed right now, whinging about something.
Oh, that's pretty. For the viewers' sake, I have on my second screen, I have the Orrery Star Citizen map showing up.
It's very, very pretty, isn't it? It's a lot of work gone into that, and it's very nice. And they could do something. They could do something very similar, if not better, with Elite Dangerous, I'm sure. Perhaps it's not a priority for them right now. Sorting out a few of the bugs that we were talking about earlier on, that might be a priority.
I would hope so. I really would. That's the next thing I'd like to see. Storage. Module storage.
Yes.
And cargo storage, especially for the engineer stuff, because come on. I'm not a fanboy, and I resent and detest that word. I resent and detest White Knight. I resent and detest Griefer for a reason I'm going to spend a couple of minutes talking about shortly. But I just resent labels, I think. Anyway, what was I saying? Fanboy. Yes.
Fanboy.
I do very much support Elite Dangerous. I do very much see that there are issues. One of which is...
we're realistic, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
We love the game. It infuriates us sometimes, but we keep coming back because we love it. Definitely where we are, I think I speak for both of us right now, is that all the plus things outweigh the negatives.
They do.
They do, and hence we are
What
here.
I've got to ask is, did nobody stick their hand up at any stage during the development of the engineers and say, guys, so thing is, when somebody decides to fly in a Sidewinder and do a mission, and then they haven't got room to take on board the reward that they're going to be given, and they can't complete the mission as a result of that, can they not just, maybe even dump the reward into storage or something? Or even if that's not possible, can they refuse the reward or just say, you know what, guys, just give me the cash because I haven't got any space for the cargo?
Yeah.
Did nobody think of that? And if they didn't, I'm a bit surprised. I realise there's crunch time, there's all sorts of stuff that goes on in development, but forgive me, anyone from the development team who sees or hears this, forgive me. Didn't anyone think of this? I'd really like to know. And if they did, and they said something, was it dismissed? Because it almost feels like it's something that should have been thought of. And
somebody should have thunk of that.
I don't want to cause offence to anybody, but really, it seems pretty logical to me to think of something like that. Anyway,
storage space, definitely, I would like to see. I'm not asking for a whole lot. We can store I think unlimited amount of ships at stations, which brings me on to I wouldn't mind paying somebody to shuttle all my ships about, because it's with the number of ships that I have now, it's starting to get a pain in the butt when I decide to relocate. But anyway, that's a completely different thing. Yes, but I wouldn't mind a bit of storage space. Offload a few modules and stuff like that, or perhaps even be able to buy a module. Like, for example, I want to upgrade the FSD on my Third Lance. I have to swing halfway across the galaxy with a pitiful jump range to go and see Elvira, Mistress of Darkness, Murtok, and all hell. And it just takes weeks to get there. Fine, okay, I get it. I upgrade the FSD as it's in situ in the ship, but I wouldn't mind throwing an FSD, an A5, into the cargo hold of the Anaconda, which has a 53 light-year jump range, getting there in 3 jumps, say, hey, Elvira, Mistress of Darkness, Murtok, sort this out, fix it up, tune it up, and I'll go back and throw it in the third lance. Brilliant. That would be great. I'd love to be able to do that. Sweet.
Yep.
I can't see you again, sir. Let me know when you've taken off. It's a new word.
Off?
Just made that. Took it off. Taken.
On the subject of things I'm excited about and things I'm looking forward to. So I'm just about to set my reverse course back to Hornby Station.
I'm going to go into the galaxy map and fix that myself.
So something I'm excited about, or I really want them to do it. I mean, we talked in the video that never made it to air about
microphone issues.
Microphone issues, indeed. So this is actually episode 3.02.
Episode,
I apologise. 3.02. Now 3.03. Now the episode needed to be corrected. Yes. And we talked about the little trim bits where Halfords has arrived.
Oh, yes, I remember, yes. Halfords and Max
great.
Power have reached elite danger.
Deedly doodly.
I want some big exhaust pipes for my style.
That's lovely, and the customization is interesting, and I'm definitely going to buy some. A, because I like to support Frontier financially, and B, because I think I can make my ship look pretty cool. I've got some amazing taste. Anyone who knows me would know that. And I have amazing taste in friends, so as you well know. So
bother. I perhaps should have fueled up before I left.
Do you want me to cut my throttle and wait?
No, it's quite alright. So I'm just wondering if CD58538.
Shall I just meet you at the other end, or?
Yeah, kind of meet me at the other end here. I'm just
gonna
wondering
highway, then.
if that is. Yes, it is. It's 12.3 light years away. Insufficient fuel.
My ship.
Alrighty. So I need to find.
To name my ship.
Oh yes.
I'm looking forward to. Do you know what? I want Serenity to be called Serenity. I want Thunderchild 4, because I killed the last 3, to be called Thunderchild 4.
Mm-hmm.
I want all these things.
Yes.
So
implement
please,
some of the things from the rather fabulous Inara website, where you can keep a commander's log and information about your ships and trade routes and everything. That would be a very nice addition. But yeah, name your ship. Come on.
I really want them to get on this. I really do.
Name your ship, definitely.
And I know there's the potential for naughty words. I know there's the potential for things like that. But, you know, the commander name filter, I'm assuming, works just fine. If not, slap an 18 sticker on the game. All problems solved.
Yeah.
Because then people who are under 18 are still going to play the game, because shock horror, I watched Aliens when I was 5, and I'm pretty sure that's got an 18 or at least a 15 rating on it.
Yes.
My parents are terrible, awful people. I can't believe I've turned into the well-adjusted human that I ended up. Anyway, name the ships. Come on, guys. We want to name the ships. Now, should I, in the dwindling minutes of our recording, should I cover my wonderful experience with a pirate last night?
Yes, let's do that, sir.
Okay, so I grew tired of being in the Empire. Because once I did unlock Ashinar and got the permit, which is a different way of saying permit, I realized that Baker Terminal, which is named after my real life name, was 20,000 light seconds away from the entry point to the system. And I'm lazy and impatient, and I can't be bothered with stuff like that. So I did a couple of missions and then left. So I then went to Seoul, decided to take on a couple of missions there, got a bit bored and thought, you know what, I'm going to try out the Cobra Mark III. I think I'd been through a few ships, tried out the Imperial Courier, had some fun with that. Jumped into a Cobra Mark III, kitted it out my usual way. You know, Class 2 beam laser, Class 2 pulse laser with a Class 1 beam laser on one side, Class 2 missile rack, Class 1 missile rack on the other, thinking, yeah, I'm badass. You know, any NPC comes after me, hello, sir, I can see you in my rear view mirror.
Hello, sir.
I
have just realised I have not bumped into you this episode.
Right, we need to remedy that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm badass. Any NPC takes me on, I'm going to be great. So I will always go shopping at Jameson Memorial because thanks to backing at alpha level, I have access to the place. I didn't have to.
I have access to the place because I have elite.
Because you earned it. Yeah, I just paid for it. So, you know, I'm one of them officers that was born into it. You're an officer who, like Sharp, was promoted through the ranks, through hard work and stuff. So
yes,
you have the skill to go with it. And yeah, so there I am, loading up my Cobra, thinking, yeah, any NPC takes me on, I'm fine, because missiles are awesome. And so I end up flying around towards the nav beacon, and I get interdicted. Now, my standard tack for interdiction with an NPC is drop out, see what's going on. I'll boost, flight assist off, flip round, and start having a pop at him.
Yeah.
I automatically dropped out. I automatically hit boost. I then saw the message saying, "This is piracy. Cut your engines if you want to survive." I'd already boosted at this point.
Golly, that's not an NPC.
Yes, the hollow square then suddenly... Well, you should have seen how pale I went. I then realised that my automatic boost response may have created the wrong impression. So I cut my throttle to 0. This was insufficient to prove to the lovely pirate that I had in fact obeyed his orders.
Lovely pirate.
So he then sent another message saying no trader can outrun a pirate, or words to that effect, and a stream of death flew towards me. I realised it was a fer-de-lance, and this guy was elite rated. I died very, very quickly. My shields were gone, my hull was gone very, very fast. Now,
a tiny dent in your pride, sir.
There was a tiny, massive dent in my pride, ego, and everything. I was reeling, and I flew back to the station, spitting some feathers, thinking, you know what? I could call this guy a griefer, which would be ridiculous because he hasn't seen me out.
Because he did give you the opportunity. He said, "This is piracy. Cut your engines, and you'll live."
He did.
Well,
and now, the fact that I became a ham-fisted moron as I tried to type a response. It's not his fault, you know. It's the fact that
you spasmed out and just went boost.
I did, and I tried to type a message, and it came out flag a bill of biggies, and I was dead.
Well, I could put this guy out of his misery.
Yeah, it's like, well, you actually deserve to die, it might help you. So, yeah, I got back to the station, I rearmed, I got back to the station super quick because I was dead. So, I thought, okay, I'm going to fly back out there, and I'm probably going to encounter this guy, and this time, I'm going to cut my engines, I'm going to talk to him. So, flew out, and sure enough, he was there, he interdicted me, I submitted. No, I fought for a few seconds, actually, just to have a bit of fun.
You thought about it?
I thought about it, yes. And then I cut my engine, dropped out, and he said, right, this is piracy, cut your engines to save your life. I cut my engines. I waited, and I tell you what, the amount of adrenaline and excitement this added to the game is, well, almost indescribable. So he sent a message saying, I immediately sent a message saying, okay.
I do apologise for my ham-fisted
I'm sorry about the last time. I said, right, I have no cargo. And I said, and if you truly are a pirate, I'm sure you have a cargo scanner and you must have established that by now. And he said, yes, I've already scanned you. I can see you have nothing. And I said, okay, well, I'm not sure why you asked me to drop cargo if you already scanned me, but fine. I apologise for boosting away last time. I thought you were an NPC. He said, I'm offended. I can't believe you thought I was an NPC. I said, well, sorry, heat of the moment and all that. Mm-hmm. And he said, anyway, this has added, I'm sure this has added some fun to the game, immersion content and that. And I said, yes, it has. You scared the crap out of me, frankly. And
yes.
I said, now, I'm very interested to know how you killed me so quickly. So we're having now a civilized chat. And I said, would you permit me to scan you? I said, my weapons are stowed and they will remain that way. He said, please feel free to scan me. So I scanned him to see what armaments he's got. And I grew bored of staring at them. The glass and a half of wine may not have helped. And I said, how did you take my shields down so fast? And he said, well, I've got lots of multi-cannons. I said, are they engineer modified? He said, yes, I've been to all the engineers and I've modified as much as I can. And he said, do you want to have a fight to see, well, you would do? And I said, well, not really.
Please don't kill me.
Exactly. It was genuinely like that. I was scared because I thought I don't have the skill level he has.
And just in case anybody's wondering, out of the two of us that play this game, Mal is by far the better combat pilot, and he's not bad. By the way, anybody who's watching
proven.
this, yes, he is pretty good. He's not brilliant, but he's better than I am.
So he said, we won't drop down below 20% hull each. And I said, okay, I agree to that, but don't expect a challenge. And he said, okay, let's fly 3 kilometers away from each other, and then we'll start. So we did that, and I then started using all the skills I knew, flight assist off and maneuvering and all that sort of stuff, and trying to keep him in my sights, keep out of his, and blah, 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 blah.
Boost and scream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, free space, free Lancer and all that stuff, and trying to learn how to use all the, physics and all that against. Now, instead of lasting 20 seconds, I lasted about 2 minutes.
Not bad,
now that's a hell of an...
And
he did kill me. He did nearly kill me. This guy, while he was attacking me, was telling me the best things I could be doing in each situation. All pips to shields, all this to that, all that to this. He then, after I said, okay, you win, he said, okay, I'm going to add you as a friend because you have an amazing attitude and I've had fun with you. He then said, if you ever need my help, let me know. And I said, well, you know what? Teach me. Tell me what you think. How did I do as a pilot? He said, actually, surprisingly well. You took longer to kill than any other commander I've ever had a fight with, which I took as a huge compliment because of how quickly he killed me. Now, he then told me what armaments to get. He told me the best way to outfit my ship, the best way to get the best defense, and the best techniques for fighting. So I've taken all that on board. Now, I could whine, I could get angry, I could get whatever, and he is definitely a person who attacks players. And fine. You know what?
But he was legitimate in the way he did it. He didn't just...
He was.
You didn't just interdict you and then immediately start firing, which I'd have an issue with that, I'll be honest. But if I have been pirated before by other commanders, and I have no problem playing in open, and I see a lot of the forums bleating about griefers and stuff like that, but they're very few and far between, in my experience anyway.
Yeah.
The ones that I have been pirated by have been absolutely, completely well, I wouldn't say charming, but as charming as a pirate could possibly be.
Yeah.
They've been fine. They know what you've got because they've scanned you, unlike NPCs which just don't scan you. Oh, I am outside the station, sir.
Splendid. This will be my last run as well.
Yes, we should probably wrap it up by now, otherwise we're going to be getting into an hour-long epic. So, in summary, sir, in summary, yes, so things we'd like to see.
I learned stuff.
You learned stuff, which was good. Had a fantastic, positive experience from open play there, sir, which is why we both play open. I play a mixture of Mobius and open and solo, and
yes, and if you don't want to get attacked by players, don't play in open.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Understand that, accept it, don't whine about it, is my advice.
Yeah, if you want to meet and greet other players and have a casual, cordial, all of a sudden, sir, I seem to have lost all my wordiness.
I will transmit you a drone containing some vocabulary, sir.
Fantastic, sir, that'll do nicely. No, if you want a positive experience and meet other commanders that aren't going to shoot at you, then yes, fine, join the Mobius group. It's fabulous. I play it a lot. I also play open quite a lot as well. For the added hair-raising, having to be aware of what's going on around you kind of stuff. And then when I just want to listen and chill out and do some mining, I'll drop into solo. And all three modes are equally valid. Splendid. So, positive experience by a pirate player in open. Fabulous. Things we'd like to see in the game. Yes, we covered, we'd like to see NPCs, but perhaps their own NPC rankings and stuff like that to help you crew your ship. That would be fabulous. We'd like to see a few bugs squished. Instancing. FD, if you are listening to this, please, for the love of all that is holy, instancing.
It's getting better as well, by the way.
It is getting better.
Whatever you're doing is working, keep doing it.
Yes, you're in the right direction. You're in the right direction. New stuff for explorers, yes, we'd like to see some of that. Maybe little bucket and spade that we can buy in outfitting and take with us to a planet and get some soil samples. I don't know.
What else? Yeah. Naming ships.
Other naming ships. Also, I'd love to see the Beluga Liner and the Panther Clipper. Let's have them pronto sharpish. Bimbling around in space stations and walking. Yes, we know that's coming. That is coming. I wouldn't mind seeing a new Imperial ship of the medium size and a Federal ship of the small size.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't mind seeing some Alliance ships. I know they're not really a big thing the same way as the Empire and the Federation are, but it still would be nice to see some small independent little ship manufacturer within the Alliance creating a vessel of uniqueness to the Alliance. That would be splendid. Yes, so yeah, we covered a lot today, and it's been a hell of an episode, and it's been emotional. Once again, sir, it has been emotional.
Would may I address the viewers / listeners here?
Yes, because, well, yeah, we should wake them up, because I imagine that they've all gone to sleep by now.
Okay, clang, guys. I would like to say, if you are listening, thank you. If you are watching, thank you. Please send us suggestions for improvements, because we like feedback, and also any topics you'd like us to cover in the next episode, please put them in the comments.
Episode 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got any suggestions that you would like to see, what's your pet peeve, your biggest bug that you would like to see squashed in the game? And also, what would you really like to see in the game? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? I'm not going to do that thing that everybody does, like and share and subscribe and all that bollocks. If you,
pretty clear anyway, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, if you like the video, you'll probably like it. And if you want to see more content, you probably will subscribe. I don't need to tell you that. You guys can figure that out on your own. So, excellent. It's been emotional, Steve. It has been fabulous and groovy. I am now going to see if this video has come out as well as the last 2 episodes, and then we will get this uploaded pronto, sir.
Splendid! It's been real.
It has been real.
Shall we theme tune our way out?
We'll theme tune our way out, yes. Ready? Take it away, Steve.